Hello everyone, welcome to AutoCAD tutorial part 5, and this will be architectural 3D. I have opened here a very simple architectural floor plans. Here is my first floor plan and my second floor plan, or my ground floor plan and the first floor plan, and we'll try to do the three-dimensional view of this simple floor plan. To start our drawing, first we have to create a layer. So let's see what layers we have. We have all kinds of two-dimensional layers, so we need three-dimensional layers. I'm going to click layer property, and then I'm going to create a new layer. Okay, and then I'll call them 3D wall. First we're going to create the wall, and I'm going to make wall layer current. I'm going to exit here. So I have a 3D wall. Let's change the color. Let's make the color maybe green. Yeah, let's make it green. Okay. And now we're going to trace the outer wall. Okay, I'm going to start from here. Okay, and I'm going to use line enter. We have different types of techniques. We can use a polyline method, or we can just construct a line and then join those two lines. And we have a different methods, but I'm gonna be using just a line method. I'm gonna trace all the exterior walls like this. I'm gonna go ahead and do here, and my mouse is very sensitive, I think. Alright, anyhow, I'm gonna come here and pick here. I'm gonna come over here and pick here. There is a curved edge. I'm gonna trace this. Okay, I'm gonna shift right click and use perpendicular because I need this part, not the internal one. I'm doing the external, so I'm gonna go all the way down here, and I'm gonna pick this guy, and then I'm gonna use a close command C enter. Okay, now we have traced the exterior wall. Let's see what we have done. Let's turn off all the other layers. To turn off all the other layers, just go to the layer property manager and just click on the all here, and then right click, and then go to visibility and off, and it's gonna turn everything off. Okay, once everything is off, you're gonna come back here and you will turn on only the 3D wall, or the current wall layer that we are working. So we'll be having only our layer. And now as you see these are separate lines. It should be a joined object or a polyline. You can use polyline edit or join. I'm going to use join. Enter. Then you can select like this, and enter. Now all the objects are joined. Okay, it's a kind of like a polyline property. And now I'm going to offset this to the inside, and I know the wall dimension is 20. If you want to check that, just turn on the dimension layer. Where is dimension? I think it's this one. Yes, and you can see, yes, the wall thickness is 20. I'm going to go back and turn the dimension layer off. Okay, I'm going to offset this 20 centimeter, or this drawing is done in millimeters, so I'm going to give it 200 millimeter. Okay, now we've got our wall outline, just the outline only. Okay, now let's go ahead and change our view. You can come over here. It's a very nice shortcut here. They got it over here, or you can come, as I showed you last time, you can come here, view, 3D viewpoint, and pick a viewpoint from here, or you can use a shortcut from here, come over here and pick one of these views. Okay, let me change it to maybe southeast. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. And now the next command is extrude command. I'm gonna extrude this object. Okay, I'll use, you have different types of extruding methods, but I'm gonna use the simple one, extrude, ext, enter, and then you select both the inside and the outside surface, and then you see your three-dimensional object is being generated. All you need is to give it a height. So the height of this building, I'm only building the first floor, so it's pretty much 280 2 meter and 80 centimeters, so I'm gonna give it to 800. Okay, now we got our first floor level like this, and let's go ahead and check the effect. I'm gonna use just a regular shade. Okay, as you see it, we created just a solid object. It was supposed to be, the internal part was supposed to be, empty, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the shade off to the wireframe, and I'm gonna subtract the inside from the outside. Okay, then you can use just a subtract command and select the outside first, and then select the inside, and then hit enter. Then the object will be extracted, and let's go ahead and check it if our extraction is correct. Oh no. So let's go ahead and do it one more time. I must have done it so quick, that's why. Okay, subtract, then select the outer. Oh yeah, I forgot to hit enter, and then select the internal, and then select enter, and then check with the shade. Yes, this is what we are looking for. Okay, now let's go ahead and make a cutout for the window and for the doors. Let's first do the window. I'm gonna turn off the shade. I'm gonna go ahead and make it 2D, and then let me turn on the wall layer, the two-dimensional wall layer. It's right here, and see what's going on. Okay, I have a window here, a door here, another window here. Okay, let's go ahead and create this window cutout. You can do it in different methods, but I'm going to show you only one method. I'm going to draw a line from here and shift right click and then select perpendicular. I'm going to select the perpendicular to there. Okay, and then again I'm going to do another line from here, shift right click perpendicular, and then here. Okay, before that, we're supposed to create a window layer, 3D window layer. So I'm going to create a new layer, 3D window, 3D win, and color might be, I don't know, let me make it red. Okay, and then make it current, and then close, and then change these two layers, these two line to a 3D window. Okay, and then draw another line from here to here, enter. Okay, and now I need to offset this 150 centimeter to this surface, so I have to change my UCS, and I'm gonna pick a 3-point option. I'm gonna tell AutoCAD my 3-point, and it's gonna align my UCS point. Okay, now my UCS is on this face, and let me go ahead and turn off the 3D wall so that I can see clearly. All right, then I'm gonna create offset 150 to down, and then I'm gonna trim. I don't need this one and this one. Okay, now I have my window cutout, so I have to join these lines to make it a region. Okay, we can use join command or pedit command. Now let me use the pedit command. Okay, because earlier I have used the join command. So click here and then press enter, and you will have these options, and I'm going to select join. Then I'm going to join this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, enter. Okay, now they are one single entity. Okay, and then I'm gonna use extrude command to extrude this surface to the inside. We could have used the press pull command, but now I'm gonna use extrude command. We select this object, enter, and then we show this direction, and I'm gonna give them 200. Yeah, the wall thickness is 20, so it's gonna be negative 200. Okay, now these two surfaces are overlapped right now. Okay, let's go ahead and see the shade effect. See, they are overlapped. Okay, now next what we're gonna do is we're gonna subtract this surface from the outer wall. So you're gonna use subtract command, sub, enter, and then you select the larger surface, enter, and the smaller surface, enter. Now as we can see it, we have our window cut out. Let's go ahead and hide it. Yes, or we can shade it. Let me use realistic shade. Okay, let's go back and go to our two-dimensional view. Okay, with the same pattern, let's go ahead and create the cutout for the door. So let's go ahead and create a new layer, 3D door, 3D door. Let me make this. This one might be like a wooden frame later on. Okay, I'm gonna use the 3D. Oh, I wrote SD. Okay, I'm gonna use this 3D layer. I'm gonna close it, and I'm gonna start my line from here. Shift right click perpendicular to here, and now I think I can just join these points. Yeah, I could have left this blank when I created the exterior wall, but anyhow, we can go ahead and do a new one. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the wall layer and the 3D wall layer. Okay, here we are. We can join with a pedit. With a pedit command, let's join these objects. Join here, 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 enter, and then let's extrude this way to 120 millimeter. Okay, and then let's turn the wall layer, the 3D wall layer, and let's subtract this from this. This is very easy. Subtract this, enter, from this, enter. Wow, okay. And now I'm gonna turn off the video, and I'll do the other windows in similar fashion. Pretty much I don't do the back side because later on we don't see him, so I'm gonna do only the front side. So I'm gonna turn off the video for a minute and complete all the rest of these windows. I'm gonna use just the same method to create a cutout. Okay, pretty much I have all my window and door cutouts from only from the front side, and now let's go ahead and create a beam, intermediate beam. Okay, we're gonna be drawing two-floor building, so this is pretty much the first floor. We're gonna create a beam slab, and then we're gonna create the second floor. Okay, so we have to create a new layer. Okay, it's called 3D 3D intermediate beam. Okay, 3D intermediate beam. I'm gonna make the color somewhere like this. All right, and I'll make it current, and I'm gonna close. And now I'm gonna trace my grade beam. I mean my intermediate beam. I'm gonna start from here. Okay, come over here, come over here, and I'm gonna come over here, all the exterior corners, and then come over here, and over here I have to use a perpendicular command. Okay, perpendicular, and I'm gonna use here, and I'm gonna come over here, go over here, come over here, and then use close command. Okay, let me go ahead and turn this height to wireframe, and let me turn on the 3D wall. I don't need 3D walls, 3D windows, 3D door, and this guy I don't need this and this. Okay, here is the intermediate beam, but I know that, let me again, sorry, let me turn on the wall again. I know that from my first floor there is a cantilever from here to here. It's a 15 centimeter, and the curve here, the chamfer edge here, is no longer chamfer in the upper floor, so I'm gonna go ahead and make those modifications. Okay, let me go ahead and turn this off. The first thing I said is this is no longer chamfer in upper floor. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, let me go ahead and turn my UCS world, and then I'm gonna pick this here, extend, and then trim. All right, and I know this needs to be offsetted 50 centimeter. Okay, then offset 500 millimeter or 50 centimeter this direction, and extend and erase this guy. Okay, and trim this guy. Okay, I know there is a difference between the first floor and the ground floor, that's why I'm making these modifications. Okay, now I'm gonna make my grade beam. Okay, so I have to join all these lines to make it a region or a surface. Okay, enter, and then I'm gonna offset. Okay, my beam is 40 centimeter, and then I'm gonna extrude these two objects, insert vertically, and I'm gonna give it 30, which means 300. Okay, so let me go ahead and shade it. All right, this is my grid beam, but this has to be cut out, so I'm going to subtract. Before that, let me go ahead and make it 2D wireframe, and then subtract the outer one, enter, inner one, enter, and then let's go ahead and see. All right, this is our grid beam. Okay, now the next thing is very easy. We're gonna create slab. Okay, I'm gonna create a new layer, 3D slab. Okay, the slab color might be a little bit darker than the intermediate beam, and then I'm gonna close this, and then I'm gonna trace again the interior part. Okay, this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and then close. Okay, now let me go ahead and turn off the intermediate beam. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to show you a different method to create a 3D. Earlier we saw we draw lion, then we joined it, and then we extrude it. Now let's use boundary or a region command. Okay, you click BO, enter, which means boundary, and then you pick this internal point. Okay, I've got an error, a closed boundary cannot be determined. Okay, let's go ahead and figure out what. Okay, the first thing is the UCS. Where is our UCS? UCS, enter, and then origin. Okay, your UCS might be somewhere in the other view. Okay, now we brought the UCS to 280 level. Now let's go ahead and try to create a boundary. Enter, pick point. Yes, that was UCS. Okay, enter. Now we created a boundary surface on this single lines. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and extrude this object. Okay, you see the line and the boundary, they're overlapped, so I'm gonna escape and let me erase one of these lines from here, and then now extrude command, and now definitely the boundary will be here, and then press enter, and then I'm gonna give it like 15. Okay, 150. All right, let's go ahead and turn the intermediate beam and see what we did. All right, let me go ahead and rotate this view. I'm not on the free orbit. Okay, that's good. We have created our slab and grade beam. Okay, let me go ahead and take it back to southwest view, and oh, sorry, and 2D. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on the wall layer, and just let's see what we did, the 3D wall layer. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn off the video, and I'm gonna create the three-dimensional view of the top floor in the same pattern. It's just redundancy, so I'm gonna create this one and I'll be back. Okay, I just completed the first floor, pretty much similar to the ground floor. I just used wall command, and then I created a cutout for the windows, and then I just made a little modification on the beam that we created a little bit. We earlier we did it on this wall, but I needed just a little bit cantilever type slab, so I just pushed it a little forward. Okay, now I'm gonna copy or move this upper floor, and I'm gonna paste it to here. So I'm gonna use move command. I'm gonna select this, and I can use this as a reference point, and then I'm gonna put it here. Okay, here is our conceptual view. Okay, this is the slab I told you earlier. I extended this because I'm gonna cut out a door, and I'm gonna let them use this as a balcony, upper floor balcony. Okay, and now let's go ahead and create a grade beam and upper type beam. For this demonstration purpose, I can copy this intermediate beam and put it here as a grade beam, but practically you have to create a new grade beam, because grade beam has a different dimension than intermediate beam, and intermediate beam has a different dimension than upper type beam. So just for this illustration purpose, I'm gonna copy this grade beam and this slab and put it here. Okay, I'm gonna use copy command, select the intermediate beam and the slab, and then select enter. Now I need a reference, so this is a very good reference point. I have to click the top surface as initial point and click this surface as the bottom point. Here you go. But I have to change the layer. Definitely the layer has to be changed. So I have to create a new layer, and I'm gonna call it lower beam, probably lower beam or grade beam, and then color probably maybe white. Okay, and I'm gonna close this one and select the grid, the intermediate beam layer and change it to the lower beam. uh, did I create a lower beam? Alright, let me go ahead and create it again. Layer, thought I created it. Okay, 3D lower. Oh, I didn't say 3D earlier. Okay, that's why. 3D lower beam. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna select this, and I need a 3D lower beam. 3D lower beam. Okay, the layer has changed. Let me check it. Yep, 3D lower. The slab can be the same. It's okay unless you wanted a different floor finish. We can leave it the same pattern. I think we can't use this intermediate beam as a grid beam because yeah, there is a dimension difference. So, but I can put it on the upper beam. Okay, so I'm gonna use move, select this, at the same time I'm gonna select the lower surface and put it on here. Okay, here it fits, but for this one we have to create a new grade beam and slab. Okay, let's go ahead and turn all the 3D layers off, and then I'm gonna turn the 2D wall layer on, and I have to create a new layer, 3D 3D upper beam. I'm gonna go back to this color. Okay, and then current. Okay, I'm gonna turn these two layers off. I don't need this, I don't need this, and I don't need this. I will be on this layer. Okay, I'm gonna create the grade beam. Okay, I'm gonna use line. Let me start from, I can start from here. Okay, to here, 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 and I already have my balcony drawn, so I can use shift right click perpendicular and can come here, and then come here and close it. Okay, and then turn this layer off. Okay, and then let's check what we did by turning on the wall. Okay, so that's fine, that will be our grade beam. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off, and I'm gonna join by using pedit, the polyline edit command, and I'm gonna join this one, this one, this one, enter, and then I'm gonna use extrude command. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little larger than the previous one, 40 millimeter. Okay, let me turn my 3D wall. Yep, technically we have to create the grade beam first and the slab, and unless you want to make a different texture on the slab, then this works fine. But if you say, yeah, we want to create a different texture for the floor tile, then what we can do is, let me control Z, and then we can offset this. Sorry, I'll use offset, and then maybe 25, and then I'm gonna give it. Okay, then I can create my extrusion on these two surface, enter, and then I can give it as we said, it's 40. Okay, and now we have to subtract outer surface minus the inner surface. Okay, we get the grid beam, and we can go back to the slab layer. Okay, or we can create new slab layer for its own. Okay, lower beam. Let's create a new layer, 3D 3D lower slab. Okay, the color can be there. Current. Okay, close, and then line from this guy to this, here, 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 and here, and then close. Okay, now let me turn off the lower beam. Okay, and then I'm gonna p-edit this lines, join, yes, join, 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 enter. And then I'm gonna go ahead and extrude this one, enter, negative 15. All right, and then let's go ahead and turn the layers on and see what we have done. Okay, this is what we have done for today. Okay, on the next program we will go ahead and create a window, doors, and then we will make slab, balustrade, handrail, and then we'll try to finalize this house plan, architectural house plan. Here we go, that's what we did for today. Alright, thank you for watching. If you have any comment, suggestion, please leave me a message underneath. Like if you enjoyed the video, or if you wanna suggest any other topics, please leave me a message. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.